Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. All right, you guys. So today we're going to use the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine cards, or the Journey to the Divine Masculine, Journey to the Divine Feminine. Spirit, please show me what messages, what guidance do we need for the Divine Masculine. All right, so he's working on some lessons. That's what in the past. This is where he's been at in the past. This is what he's been overcoming. His spiritual lessons, okay? Oh, vulnerability, learning how to be vulnerable. Confession, complete. Loves unconditionally, unselfishly, with no limitations. I think that in the past, that's what this Divine Masculine has had to overcome with the lessons. It says valuable soul lessons needed to make self whole again. I think that this person needed to learn the lessons of what it's like to be vulnerable, okay? Opening up, vulnerability, all of those things, so that this person can take off this false self mask, take off, and be able to actually say what they want to say and confess how they truly feel, that this person does not feel complete without you. That's so easy. All right, Spirit, so please show me where the Divine Feminine is, what they have been working on to overcome in this last week, and what messages. Yeah, so I just saw creativity. So a lot of you feminines are working on your businesses. A lot of you feminines are working on just being creative in general, even if it's just like decorating your house for Christmas, or all of those things, for those of you who celebrate that type of stuff. Okay. Way too many cards, Spirit, so hold on one second. Oh wow, that's hilarious. Oh, it kicked out a Divine Masculine card out of the Divine Feminine cards, and it's telepathy. Able to hear each other's thoughts and converse mentally, able to sense each other's feelings and moods. So you guys are really on each other's minds. There's no coincidence that just popped out, you guys. It was like Spirit wanted me to see that was in the deck. So yeah, you know what? I feel like you already know those feminines. Feminines, what's going on with feminines? Divine Feminine, Spirit, please show me the Divine Feminine. Okay, abandonment wounds. So you've been working on overcoming those. It did show up in the reverse. I like that. Desire. You know what? A lot of you used your sexuality to get what you wanted in the past, and it was because of old abandonment wounds. And the next one, yeah, toxic addictions. Here we are, sex addict. I feel like for some of you out here, you were definitely, every time you got drunk is when you had sex, and that had everything to do with your abandonment issues from childhood. It's those daddy issues that a lot of people end up having, mommy, daddy, whatever, and I feel like, there is, and it was, that's really just point blank. You guys have been working on getting over that. You guys needed to learn how to not just jump into bed with someone. Somebody here I'm talking to, it's like you have this addiction to sex, or, when you go out on a date, you drink too much, and all of a sudden that's when you have sex. Okay, and it's like you're trying to fulfill something that you don't have, and you think that you can use your sexuality in order to keep a person, whoever I'm talking to. And maybe this is something that obviously this is something that's in the past, so it's something that you've been working on, but it's still here. Okay, feminine, it is still here. It is still an issue. So for some of you, you need to overcome your toxic addictions, or you're just fresh out of, maybe giving something up. Okay. So, let's go on to the masculines. All right, so here we go. All right, Spirit, please show me what steps, or what does the masculine want to tell the feminine from a place of a heart? Okay, whoa, that's way too many cards. All right, Spirit, please show me. Okay, there's one. You guys, okay, so masculine's got separation, okay, comfort zone, and guilt wounds. So the masculine right now is, thank you, Spirit, is working on guilt wounds from his childhood as well. Okay. It says here, feels sorry, uses guilt to manipulate, afraid to set boundaries. Okay. Now that was in the reverse. So it was like this person, stayed in their comfort zone, because they feared a separation that they ended up in turn actually manifesting. It's like, it's so funny what they just showed me. So Spirit just said that this person was so afraid to be vulnerable and confess how this person really truly cared for you that because they fear like a separation in the future with you if you two were to ever get together, that what they did is they sabotaged the relationship out of fear. So, and it has everything to do with childhood wounding, and they weren't willing to confess. They weren't willing to take off the mask. Yeah, but this person, I feel like they listen to music. I've been getting a theme of this a lot lately. They've been listening to music, and it reminds them of you, feminine. And it puts them in a place, like, I'll be honest with you, for some of you, this person has cried over you. This person has shed a tear. And I'll be honest with you, you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know it with the mask. But that's part of the lesson in the separation. So let's find out what the lesson in the separation is in just a moment. That's what we'll look at next. Oh yeah, but at the bottom of the deck was for commitment. This person is wanting to come out of this separation and wanting to come into a commitment. Kind of reminds me of today's reading. I'm doing this on Friday. So if you go back and listen to what would be yesterday's reading, that's what we were talking about here. Oh my God, look, this person is desiring a reconciliation and wants to make a commitment. Wow, that's awesome, you guys. And this person, oh my God, Spirit just said that this person has been choosing your wedding music. Oh my God, that's so cute. Aw. Just so you guys know, I'm on the Big Island and I am an ordained minister if any of you guys are interested. So just keep that in the back of your mind. But yeah, this person is definitely, I feel like they've already kind of like, maybe even for some of you, they've looked online and looked up engagement rings and those types of things and thought about what type of ring they would like to get you. So, but you know what? I feel like you don't see signs of that and you're like, but wait a minute, Peace. I haven't talked to him in like 6 months or a year or 2 years. And well, again, it's all in divine timing. You may not see signs of it, but it doesn't mean that it's not there. And we all know that, But picture it, and that's, again, picture it. Picture what you would feel like in that energy, right? If the person already had. I was talking to a client earlier today, and I was like, in order to manifest what it is that you want, you have to envision it. You have to know that you are, there has to be a desire, and for the feminines, there is this desire to, come into union. But I feel like for some of you feminines, it's almost become an addiction. The desire has become an addiction, and that has everything to do with attachment issues. And I feel like that's what the feminines have needed to or work on is, detaching themselves. All right, Spirit, for the feminines, what do the feminines want to say to the masculine? Okay. Yeah, so the feminines are working over on dealing with karmic issues in their own family. Aha! What did I talk about? What does it say in the upright? Needy. It says, clings to the masculine to make oneself feel better emotionally, will do anything and everything to please the masculine. So in the past, that's what you used to do. Maybe for some of you used to, want to try and help take care of their family and, do things for their family. But again, that has to do with the abandonment issues of your own family. Okay? And you have this desire to want a family. I think it's a want now. It's not a need. You know, I think for some of you, it was like you needed to have this family. You needed to be here. I'm not seeing that here, especially when the needy is in the reverse. For some of you, it's the need and the, to have sex, because I'm seeing that here. Yeah, look at. There's the thing about the hands. Here, she's scratching down his back. That's the lust. And here, her hands are so much softer. It's like, yes, there's this passion. There's this want for this, there's a desire here. But it's a want. It's not a need. All right, Spirit. For the feminines to the masculine from their heart. She's saying, I don't need to have you in my life. Especially if you're going to stay within your comfort zone. Yeah, she's overcoming. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Yeah. She's in a place of forgiveness. She forgives the masculine. So she just wants to say, all I want to do is hug you. I forgive you. Maybe this masculine used to bring you flowers. But the feminines, there was a confrontation in the past between, for some of you, well, obviously, there's been a confrontation, and maybe it was when the two of you were under the influence. And it caused an ending in this relationship, a transformation. It says the process of upgrading one's ability to navigate through the obstacles of life while maintaining inner peace. Okay? And I see all these butterflies. It's like she's controlling those butterflies. See how her hand is above them? It's almost like she's got this. It's part of the transformation. Because I do believe that there was an argument, and it was because she felt like she needed to have this family. And now she realizes that for some of you, the desire is not there anymore. All right. So what steps are the masculines being guided to take to come into union with their divine feminine? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. We've got the warrior here, ladies. Ouch. All right. Awakened warrior of the heart. Surrendered to ego and struggle. Reconnect with the heart, and the divine has returned to love. Okay, so he is saying, I'm a warrior. I want to come out of the separation. Look, he's about ready to beat that wall down. He's like, take it down. All right, take it down. And we all know what a warrior does. He's going to go into battle, and he's going to fight for what he wants. Okay, so, whoa, all right. Oh my God, and what is it that he wants? His divine feminine. Okay, so it says sacred feminine. Masculine recognizes his feminine and the connection home. He recognizes his heart has gone back to love, and he sees his divine feminine as home, and he wants to marry her. Look at that. He is walking away or healing from a soulmate connection. There's something here about the divine feminine and then the soulmate. He feels guilty for going into union with, I think that this person ended up with a karmic, which was like just an ex or somebody that they maybe had spent time with in the past. And he feels guilty for that. And he wore a false self mask when it came with this relationship. And I think that when he was with his soulmate, there was this sense of unworthiness. Okay, but it shows up in reverse. That means that the divine masculine is finally learning his self-worth. And it was because of the ending of this union. And a lot of the time they have to go back before they move forward. What steps are the divine feminines being guided to take? Okay, coming out of this helpless and hopeless phase. It's like turning that around, feeling hopeless. So I like the fact that it shows up in reverse. She's overcoming that hopelessness, feeling like, oh, this is never going to happen, and then burning herself out over it. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, and then it's funny that she's got shame and he's got guilt wounds, funny enough. And then at the bottom of her deck, chasing in reverse. So we all know the runner chaser, and usually the masculine is the runner because they don't feel worthy of this connection. And the divine feminine is like, hey, like, what the hell? I'm here. I'll help you with your family. I'll help you. I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. And it just runs them off. And then you don't hear from them. They ghost you. They, all these things, they're like, why are you so needy? And so it gets to this point of it just burnt out the divine feminine, and then they feel hopeless. But that was what the transformation was all about, is walking away. And I feel like, maybe the divine feminine feels guilty for the confrontation that the two of you guys had. And that's what I'm seeing here, because it says shame, confrontational, and toxic addictions. And the shame says feeling painful humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrongdoing or foolish behavior. Well, maybe you did something when you were drunk and now you regret it, but I feel like, there has been a burnout over that, and shame and guilt, but it caused, and some anger. I'm not going to lie. I see her, with the anger, like, fuck this, but I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. What I'm seeing here is righteous anger. But at the same time, like, if you go through so much with these masculines, you can only handle so much. But the thing is you could get up and leave at any point in time, and all you have to know is your value and your worth. So, it's like nobody can do anything to you that you don't allow. Longing. Look at her. She's like, look at this. Look at this. Okay, here we have her looking out the window. This is all clarifying each other. Okay? I see it like this. So you've done this from childhood with your family through adulthood, where you've always longed and waited for emotional stability in a relationship. Where you gave more love than what you got back. That's for sure. Until finally you just start feeling taken advantage of. You're burnout. You're done. For some of you, you felt used for sex. Because this person, they had a confession the entire time. They were just afraid of being vulnerable. And I'll be honest with you, the fight that the two of you got into, he feels just as guilty. And he feels shameful because he knows that he had a soulmate. He was entertaining other people when the two of you guys were still talking. So this is, again, look at, I've got the confession, okay? And then we've got guilt wounds. And then we've got the soulmate. You guys are definitely mirroring each other, that's for sure. I feel like for some of you femmes, you just want the just for someone to fight for you, and that's that warrior. I want you to fight for me. I'm always fighting for this relationship. Look, these are mirroring each other. But again, this showed up in reverse, the hopelessness. So I feel like for a lot of you, I'm gonna see the shame. Yeah, shame comes with self-care, music. And you don't even have to be assertive anymore. You just don't even have to argue. Standing up for oneself in a calm and positive way, you're done standing up. You're done even talking, for a lot of you. Able to get one's point across without upsetting self or others. But look, self-care and music. So I did say that I feel like he's hearing music. I think the both of you guys are both listening to the same music. And it's when you're in the comfort of your own home. Choosing things or people that feel familiar, feeling in control of their environment. So that's what the masculine has been working on, is getting back into control with his environment. Maybe his environment, especially with everything that's going on, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot going on, and it's like we're all kind of getting our baby legs right now. We're all like these have you ever seen a newborn giraffe like get up to walk around, and they're just kind of like, whoa, like what are these long things? That's kind of how we are right now. So I feel like we just need to honor that. All right, Spirit, please show me, what advice do you have for the divine masculine? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Quit telling yourself the same story, masculine. You know, you can continue to keep going round and round on this. Like, it reminds me of like a merry-go-round, because I mean, that unicorn can only go within here unless it decides to jump outside that cage and for what it wants. Okay? And it's for somebody that you have romantic feelings for, somebody that you have been maybe keeping a close eye on from behind. Okay, so what is the advice for the feminines? Please show me the advice for the feminine spirit. Please show me the advice for the feminines. Okay, feminines, make the effort. Yep. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And stay optimistic about your love life. Your positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So again, we are coming up on these eclipses, you guys. We just had one on Sunday. And then we also had another one which stayed down, so I don't really want to bring it in. But pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. You know, if this person is with someone else, obviously it's not the right time. You need to allow this person to, you know, take the steps that they're guided to take in order to come into this union with you. But this could take time. Listen, I could be doing this reading today, and it could take, for some of you, depending on where you're at in this, on this lesson, I mean, it's all in divine timing. You know, some of us could go into union next week. Other ones could go into it's next year. It just depends, because we all have different timelines. That's why time is fluid. All right, so yeah, for the both of you feminines, just stay optimistic. You know, you're not chasing. Give it up to, you know, a higher power. Continue to overcome all the addictions, the patterns of behavior. You know, maybe even being addicted to needing to have this relationship. You know, get back to your family, and my nose just started itching. Get back to working, for those of you, on your kids, your relationships with your children, the relationships with your family, the relationships with your closest friends. Feminines, be working on your, you know, feminine goddess relationships, you know, and building those stronger than you've ever had in your entire life, because that is going to mirror back the type of love that you're going to receive from the divine masculine, and what you will and will not allow. Same thing for the masculines. Really, it goes both ways, but the masculines are definitely working on their value system right now, and I do see that the masculines are getting ready to come in and fight a battle to win back their divine feminine. So they're getting ready to come out of that comfort zone, but it's a matter of time. So you guys are still in union, but it's saying in the near future, this person is walking away from soulmate connections, and they are walking towards their divine feminine. So you guys, if this sounds like your story and you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootsteps2peace.com. Also, don't forget to take advantage of my buy one get one half off readings sale right now through the Christmas Eve. Perfect time to take advantage of that. If you guys, great Christmas stocking gifts, all that. Anyway, you guys, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. And we will chat again on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend, you guys. Take care.